Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this video, we're going to be talking about Theoriq. We will cover the project narrative, see how it has evolved so far, and see how you can participate. It does have the prospect of, an airdrop based on your participation. In the event of an airdrop, you are likely to be eligible, so that's of interest. Now, we all know by now, I've done one video already introducing you to Theoriq, what Theoriq is. The narrative is strong. We all know, recently the niche of AI started to become prominent on X, and it faded out just a bit because the AI agents, at the inception of Web3 AI are not that sophisticated, especially with DeFi capabilities. A second coming of Web3 AI is in the making, with projects like Theoriq being frontiers. Now, in the case of Theoriq, they are specialized. Basically, they want to advance the agentic economy by introducing autonomous agent swarms. So basically, instead of you relying on one agent, you rely on a collection of agents, working in unison to accomplish your intent. Now, that's powerful. Now, there are also the infrastructure under this agents or powering this agentic swarm is decentralized blockchain. So each agent, they store their data on the blockchain. As such, they can communicate, align, and carry out your intent. So they can perform on-chain tasks, but instead of one agent, a swarm of agents. Okay. And that's basically the summary of what Theoriq is about. There's also an element of collective inference where you have a say in the evolution of these agents. But for the most part, it's going to, they're building, swarm and I'm sorry, swarms of agents. Okay, so let's follow the outline here on the landing page. Modular AI agent protocol, so that references a chain. Theoriq is building the foundation for agentic AI, a decentralized protocol referring to a chain that improves AI agents through interoperability and composability. Composability means that these swarms of AI agents will be incorporatable into applications. So imagine the Theoriq infra incorporated into, say, a DEX, and then you can now have AI automations on that DEX powered by a swarm of agents. Very strong narrative. Users can seamlessly create, discover, and interact with AI agents. So there's an element of ownership as well, perhaps monetization. These are luxuries in the nature of AI, because we all know AI, standardized AI today, is monopolized by a few, centralized. There's no clarity on their evolution. But in the case of Theory, considering it's a chain, every element of their evolution will be documented on chain. Okay, so it's going to feature Infinity Studio. Infinity Studio is an evolution of AI chat interfaces, enabling users to complete various tasks by conversing with teams of AI agents. It features workspaces, chats, and widgets that support visualization, payments, and on-chain wallet integration. Powerful. So they're factoring in the end user with Infinity Studio, allowing anyone to chat with a swarm of AI agents and enable these agents carry out their intent. Agent-based layer. The agent-based layer is Theoriq's foundational framework that enables AI agents to interact on-chain using standardized protocols for seamless communication, coordination, and payments, all supported by APIs, SDKs, and smart contracts. So this is referring to the chain element. Then Infinity Hub is a marketplace and discovery platform for AI agents in the Theoriq ecosystem. You can find detailed AI metrics, reputation reports, and agentic model cards, as well as tools for developers to register, publish, and manage their own AI agent. So this is as is talking about the ownership aspect of it, the monetization aspect of it, and it's going to feature a no-code AI, I mean agent builder. But once again, we're referring to a swarm of agents. Let's look at this. Powered by collective inference. So let's leave it at that. Now, we started out on this portal here. It's a portal you want to track that will, is basically a playground for tracking your contributions to the evolution of Theoriq. So you want to engage. At the moment, there are not many tasks to carry out, but very soon, based on my chat with them in their Discord, they are going to bring about the hub that allows you to chat with. They are still in their early stages. I'm not sure they are in testnet yet, but when that comes about, you will then be able to chat and interact with the swarm of agents. So for now, here it's filled with social quests. So just participate actively with the social quests to accumulate XP. So after you have done the onboarding set of quests, you can then look here for the daily ones, or however much tweets are shown here, you can participate. Like and retweet our OLM Swarm blog. Only the first 5k submissions will get XP points. Let's see this. Okay, so this, you're still eligible for this. Now, of course, you want to read this. We will go through this. We will go through this because we want to see what they are built. I mean, how they are evolving. So we'll quickly go through that. You verify, and then you get your 20 XP. Okay, so we'll check that later on. Now, let's quickly see this so that you understand the power of what they are building. So here it says the building public campaign for the on-chain liquidity provision. OLM Swarm is reaching its final stages. So now, okay, let's see what this is. I know what it is, but let's see. But we will do this recap very fast. In this phase, we'll share how this data is passed into policy and liquidity provisioning agents who leverage this enriched signals to guide liquidity strategies, with a preview of LP agents executing an on-chain swap. Wow. So data is going to be very important, for this infrastructure to work, and that's where the chain comes in. So you see here, our observer and signal agents have been processing, aggregating, and structuring data from Uniswap liquidity pools, making it more intelligent and valuable. So as part of the swarm, they have observer agents and signal agents that are basically studying data on Uniswap. Now that data is served into the OLMs. Okay. Policy and liquidity provisioning agents who leverage that information to be able to execute on-chain swaps and adjust strategies based on real-time market data. So that's where we are headed with DeFi soon. You'll have an agentic swarm powering your trades, your DeFi expeditions with precision, even in terms of prediction. Okay. So, wow, my PC is struggling, so I'm not able to scroll down here. It's frozen. So, let me try to refresh this one more time. Yeah, I think it's lengthy or something like that. Wow, just a moment. Okay. That's GPU issue. Very interesting. Now, what they've achieved so far, first phase focused on transforming raw on-chain data sourced from Graph Protocol and Cookie.fun into actionable signals. These signals formed the foundation for our agents to process, strategize, and autonomously execute actions. In the following week, we enriched the data with statistical agents, policy agents, and an enhanced backtesting framework. Further refining signals, we also compared forecasting agents with adaptive strategies and explored the question of whether LP agents should be deterministic or LLM based. So basically, they are documenting their evolution. They started out with data from Graph Protocol and Cookie Fun. At the outset, they only had like statistical agents. No, they had yes, they had statistical agents, policy agents, but then they added, we also compared forecasting agents. Anyway, there are basically, apologies for this, we will not be able to proceed with this. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like some RAM issues, and the post is lengthy, so it's not allowing me scroll down. I'll try to do it quickly. So we are in phase 2. In phase 2 is what we talked about earlier. They're going to be experimenting with OLP, like liquidity providing centric agents that will see if they can make liquidity provision on Uniswap more efficient. Okay, so I would have liked to go through this article, but I'll have to refresh the PC and dedicate a video to this. It's interesting altogether where we are headed with Web3 AI. It's becoming more DeFi capable and, exciting times. It's as powerful as can be when you're dealing with a swarm of agents compared to one. Okay, so let's stop there for now. To conclude, visit airdropc.com and submit your email here. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop prospects and productivity tools that I'll feature. Each will have its own publication tutorial. You'll see that there's a spot for Theoriq AI. So this coverage is also going to help me write the publication to follow this, it's basically a tutorial. Okay, when ready, I'll be sending out an email to subscribers, so submit your email here. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. There are a bunch of airdrop opportunities in the description. Check them out. And also Theoriq has a portal on Kaito, so why not onboard on Kaito with your X account? The link to Kaito will be in the description, such that your interactions with Theoriq on X are tracked and scored. And in the event that they end up with a token and an airdrop allocation for, Kaito Yappers, you may be eligible. So that's about it for this video. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome. Take action.